faker. I think you're the fake hedgehog around here.
Hello everybody, it is Wednesday, or as I like to call it, Thursday. And you know what that means. It is time for Wrestling is Silly. Now that we have fixed all of the things that fucking broke, I am your host, Eden. Joining me as usual on the other side of the desk is Zach. How are you doing on this wonderful fake Wednesday?
I'm injured.
You're
Everyone
injured.
feels sorry for me. I'm injured.
Are you going to say how you got injured, or is that going to be...
I don't fucking Anybody who lives in the northwest of England will know how heinously wet it's been. It hasn't stopped raining, and when it has stopped raining, that's lasted about 5 minutes before it started raining again.
Yep, it has been real wet.
It's been heinous, and like where we live, the drainage is not great. I'm talking like ground soil drainage. So like when it rains like this, like we basically live in a swamp.
Yep.
And so our sort of outside area, we don't have a garden because we live in a flat, but we have like a shared area at the back where we let the dog out to go and do his business. Now this area is like a sort of maybe 1.5 meter plateau, and then like a 45-degree angle hill, and then like another little sort of 1.5 meters, and then there's the back door, right? So there's like a little uphill. And Booker, for whatever reason, maybe he just likes to think he's better than everyone. He's king of the castle, likes to go and be at the top.
Cool.
So he stood at the top, I'm stood by the back door, all is right with the world. Booker does his dog business, and I then need to obviously assail this hill. Now, you know, I'm not much of a climber. You know, to be honest, I'm not really one for physical activity in general. But I am walking up this hill. The ground is very wet. My shoes are not the grippiest. And 1 minute, I'm stood upright. And the next minute, I am at a 45-degree angle looking at the back door.
You went a whole full like Looney Tunes-esque backflip.
Yeah, I really did. Like I went from like just stood up and then managed to fall like 135-degree angle. Right on my shoulder, right down my right hand side. So now I've got like a patch on my thigh that's killing me. Like my shoulder and like that side of my chest is absolutely killing me. And I got my hair wet in like muddy water. It was horrible.
Not a good time.
It was not my finest moment, to be totally honest with everyone. I really catastrophically ate shit.
Yeah, fortunately, it was dark out and nobody was there to see it.
Yeah, and because it's at the back of the building, and like because of that sort of incline, like the sort of road is a private road anyway, but like there's like a fence, so like people couldn't see me on the other side either. Oh yeah, it was just. I've had better moments, and I'm really paying for it, and I really don't feel like I did anything wrong. Oh, and also I managed to get like because as I was falling, I tried, because I had hold of the lead, I tried to grab the lead as like, it was literally the only thing that it was the only thing there, and your instant reaction when you're about to eat shit and hit the ground is to grab something. So I like tried to grab the rope of the lead, and obviously, like, that did fuck all. It's retractable anyway. So, like, even then, it just, like, more came out of the thing. And I've managed to get, like, a rope burn on my hand as well. It wasn't a good time.
Not your finest hour.
Yeah.
But
it really wasn't.
You survived. You're in one piece.
Yeah, I'm still here. I lived, bitch.
You lived, bitch.
I've decided that it must have been some kind of attempt on my life.
Yeah.
Maybe Darth Maul put like a banana skin down there.
Oh, that makes sense. That tracks. You know, you're lucky it was at night, because like the back of that fence overlooks a school, and you know had you gone out at like 3 o'clock, you know some kid would have videoed that and put it on like Snapchat or something.
They wouldn't have been able to see it.
It would have been a fucking TikTok.
Luckily. I mean, well, I guess there is one bit of the fence where like it's
the wind blew it down.
Blown off. Yeah. So if they got to see me through that,
You would have been a TikTok, and the last thing you want is for you eating shit to be a TikTok.
To be honest, like I don't want to be perceived. So like the idea that somebody would perceive me doing anything, especially when it's so embarrassing, is heinous. It would be
the end of your life. Yeah.
In fact, the fear that somebody might have been looking out the window and did see it, in fact, will haunt me for the rest of my life and keep me up at night.
It's okay. It's okay. They were all already in bed. Because
what, 8:30, 8 o'clock.
Nobody in this building has lives.
To be totally honest, that's not entirely incorrect. Like, I'll go out like later on. I think is like a perfectly normal time to still be awake, like 9:30.
Yeah.
And like all of the lights will be off basically in this block of flats. And I'm like, what are you doing?
Like I rarely ever see any of my neighbors. I never hear my neighbors. The lights are always off. Do these people like legit go to bed at like 8 o'clock and get up at 5:30 to leave?
Yeah, like it's pretty crazy.
Wild ass shit. Yeah, I'm sure we have ghosts. I'm sure we just live with ghosts.
Have we still got slow mode on?
I don't think we have slow mode on. Is slow mode on? I don't think slow mode is on.
Oh, it's telling me that slow mode is on, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything.
I don't mean shit. No, slow mode isn't on. Not according to my.
Okay, that's fine. As long as it's just outdated information, that's fine. Cool.
But if you would like to bask in somebody else's misery, I come bearing terrible tech news.
Oh no!
Have you heard about the Apple Vision Pro?
Is that not the thing that people were like? You saw videos of people like doing work on a computer on like the subway.
Yeah, the Apple headset thing, the Apple AR VR headset thing, and like
which my conspiracy theory is those videos were like obviously fake.
Yeah, and like the hoovering and you're picking up coins thing, that's obviously fake.
Do you know what? No, it's not even that. So like, did you see the videos of like there was like one that I saw multiple times. There was like a guy like sat on like a tube and was just like doing work as if he was on a computer, like on the tube while he was going to work.
Yes, I have seen that. Definitely,
because
definitely
I am absolutely certain like that. I mean, I don't even necessarily think that the videoer was like fake. That probably was real because, like, quite frankly, if I saw someone like doing that shit on public transport, I mean, I wouldn't because I'm a bit weird like that. But like, I just, you know, I would be fighting the urge to record, to not record. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I'd be fighting the urge to record it.
But I learned recently just how bad the product and the rollout was while listening to a podcast on my way to Big Tesco today. So if you want to buy a Vision Pro, you can't just like go into an Apple store and buy a Vision Pro.
Why?
Because you need to make sure that you buy the right sized like face pieces.
Right. So surely then I would argue that a physical brick and mortar store is the best place that they could do that, especially when half of their stores are fucking empty anyway. No,
but here's the thing. What would be a better idea is if you wanted to buy a Vision Pro, you have to own an iPhone or an iPad that has Face ID, and you use the Face ID settings to take a scan of your face, and then it tells you what size you need, and it doesn't work half the time. You can scan yourself twice and get totally different readings, totally different sizes.
And also, doesn't Face ID like famously not work most of the time, like especially for non-white people?
Probably. That would make sense. But you need to take a scan of Face ID and it tells you what size you should buy. Then you can buy it. If it tells you the wrong size, which it has done for Google it, a lot of people are complaining on Reddit about it. You need to buy another set of cushions and light shields for $330. And also,
but their product, their fucking shitty product, told you what the size
Yep.
was.
Yep.
They should be replaced for free.
Yeah, they should. But they don't do that
Right.
because they're Apple.
Okay.
Also, if you wear glasses, you can tell it your prescription and it will put lenses in the Vision Pro, because you can't wear glasses while using the Vision Pro.
Right.
Which also means that, say, if I were to ever, like, I don't know, hit my head, get kicked in the head by a horse and want to buy a Vision Pro, nobody else could ever use my Vision Pro because it would have my glasses prescription in it, which means I could never resell it. You could never use it.
I mean, even the face size thing is clearly designed to do that.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, I feel like that is an EU lawsuit waiting to happen because of the whole, like, don't they have like a resell thing? I don't know the exact legislation and stuff, but like I'm pretty sure you have to be able to resell stuff.
Yeah, I believe so. Additionally, the way to type using Vision Pro, because it's supposed to be a computer, it's supposed to replace your computer. The way to type is by a virtual keyboard appears at the bottom of your screen, and you just have to just wave your fingers in the air and hope that it finds the right keys. Or you can connect a Bluetooth keyboard, but
Then you can't see the keyboard because you've got the Vision on.
No. The Vision Pro has like pass through, because it's augmented reality, not virtual reality.
Oh, okay.
So
So
you
it's
can see the-
metaverse shit.
You can see the keyboard. The thing is, the very, very smart people at Apple seemed to forget that people use their hands when they type, because if you're using a Bluetooth keyboard, it doesn't stop tracking your hands. So you can be typing and you will just randomly like open another app because your finger will tap on the app on the augmented reality thing. So you basically can't type on it, because it's either use the stupid keyboard that would have given Steve Jobs an aneurysm because he hated touchscreen keyboards, or use a Bluetooth keyboard and have it track your hands while you're using the Bluetooth keyboard. And sometimes the AR keyboard will show up anyway, even if you have the Bluetooth keyboard connected. So you then have two keyboards and it'll be tracking both of them, and you won't be able to see half your document because there's keyboards in the way, and you can't just put the keyboard away. You need to then close the document and reopen the document. It doesn't have YouTube installed. It doesn't have Netflix. It doesn't have maps. It doesn't have a purpose.
Okay. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I am totally alone in this world, and actually this is exactly what everyone wants. But sometimes let's assume the Vision Pro, or whatever the fuck it's called, worked exactly as intended.
Yes.
Right? Let's say that
For the sake of argument.
for the sake of argument, in this hypothetical scenario, that the Vision Pro, it worked all the time, it was flawless, never had any issues. Why would I want that?
I don't know its use case. Playing VR.
Do you know what? Do you know what I really like
What?
about my computer?
What?
The way it is.
Yep.
That it's a space where I can go, and I can go and sit at my little computer, and I can talk to my little gays that are trapped in the box, and I can play my little video games.
Mm-hmm.
What I don't want is to be able to walk around with it over my face.
Yeah.
There is this real fascination with like a specific brand of fucking stupid ass tech bro that's like insistent, right? Do you know? In fact, do you know what? I know exactly where it comes from. We'll get to it, right? But there is this insistence by like a certain brand of tech bro, where like they're like, my computer is better than reality, and therefore I want my reality to be the computer.
Yeah.
And you know why they think that?
Why?
Because they're sad and they've got no friends.
Well, because their life is the computer. They are
Yeah,
the CGP Greys, the Casey Neistats of the world.
Okay, but the thing is, right, I also basically live my life via computer. I socialize predominantly through it because I don't live near any of my friends. I relax on it. I work from it. At no point have I thought, do you know what? The way that this is better is if I strap it to my face.
Yeah, like I work and socialize and leisure time from my laptop, which I can take places. Still don't want it strapped to my fucking face though. I've played VR for half an hour and gotten a headache. How does anybody imagine wearing a Vision Pro for 8 hours to do a work day? You'll fucking fry your eyes.
I don't think some people have the same issues with VR that clearly you do, and I also do, but I have them for different reasons. Like, I'm fine with stationary stuff, but like the minute that there's any movement, it's like, oh no.
See, to me, it's just having two 4K screens inches from my eyes just to start to hurt after a while.
Yeah, I can play Beat Saber for quite a while, and I haven't had too many issues. The main problem is it gets sweaty.
Yeah.
I just don't. I feel like they've watched too many movies.
Yep.
Where like in a movie, it doesn't have to make sense.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, they watched that scene in Iron Man where he's just sort of boom, whipping his holograms around, and they're like, oh, I want that, but I need to strap a computer to my face to make it work. It also doesn't have an internal battery.
Wait, so you're wired anyway?
Yeah, got to plug it in. Comes with a big ass boxy charger.
So what's the point?
I don't know what the point is. I just don't know what the point is. It seems to be a product without a use case that nobody can find a use case for. And Casey Neistat's trying real fucking hard. I don't know how many dollars he's being paid by Apple, but he's trying really hard to find a use case for that thing.
To be totally honest, I bet he doesn't even need to be paid. Like, some people just like really.
Oh, the Apple shilling is big.
They've seen it in movies and shit, and they're like, oh, this is like the next level. I can be like in the movie.
It is the combination of that and it being the new Apple product. Like, I guarantee Productivity YouTube is all the way fucking over this. Again, like your CGP Grey, I really want to know how he's going to defend this, because he buys every fucking Apple product on launch day, the twat. I've still not forgiven him for that time I started beef with his entire fan base.
Oh no, why did you stop beef with his entire
Because I made a video saying one of his videos was bad, and it got onto his subreddit.
Oh, I see. Okay. Did you put it on there?
No, somebody else put it on there. And then a bunch of people came in going, actually, the fact that you said you didn't consider minorities is bad, actually.
Wait,
yeah.
what?
So he made this video about like so he made this video about work, basically like working in lockdown, about how
Oh yeah,
you need to like separate your works. Like, if you're working in lockdown, you're living in lockdown, you can't leave your house, you need to separate your workspace into different areas. It was couched in this metaphor of being in a spaceship, which was actually a really good way to frame it. But what he did basically was say like what you need to do is you need to be able to split your house into 4 like 2 meter by 2 meter mini rooms, and never do the leisure thing in the work room, never do the work thing in the eating room, etc., etc. Yeah. And like, people live in studio flats. If they split their house up into 2 by 2 chunks, they have exactly 1 chunk. And I said this, and the people in the subreddit were like, no, you shouldn't have said that, actually. That's bad, you know?
Right.
I even offered alternatives, like maybe have a playlist that is your work playlist and your leisure playlist, and do not listen to the leisure playlist while you are working, and vice versa. That is a good way of splitting up the space using sound instead of actual physical space. And also, don't like, don't say you have to leave lockdown learning a new language. That's a bullshit thing to have to do.
Oh, that was such a big thing, wasn't it?
Yeah. If you don't know how to play a new instrument and speak a new language out of lockdown, you failed. I thought I went into a little bit of toxic productivity.
Yeah, do you know,
With that.
this is ringing a bell now.
But
Yeah.
it got into a subreddit and they didn't like it because I dared question Lord Grey. Because he makes videos exactly for himself and nobody else.
Which, I mean, like, fair enough, right? Like, that's the way to do content creation. Make videos for yourself and no one else.
Yeah,
but, like...
when you're giving life advice and you're giving
Yeah.
advice to only you, a rich man, a rich, able-bodied man in London, and trying to claim that is universal
really-
advice.
You know what's, like, genuinely really insane? Like, I see so many YouTubers who give, like... They'll just give, like, general advice and shit. And it sounds like a really good idea, assuming you've got a lot of money. But they say they don't have a lot of money, and then they give like house tours of the new houses.
Yeah.
They're like 4 bed. They're like 4 bed detached, massive, at least 2 living rooms. And you're like, Jesus shit, Christmas. Since when did YouTube give that kind of cash?
Should we do some wrestling?
Yeah.
That was your obligatory 25 minutes of nonsense. Time for some
Didn't
wrestling.
even get to talk about my new tabletop RPG. This is a disaster.
You talk about that at the end. That'll be
Oh.
your reward at the end for getting through the wrestling. So we are starting this week on the Love Wins Fallout episode with the women's division. After a refusal of the Wii Fit trainer refused to defend her belt at Love Wins. A lot of the women weren't happy. Alice specifically was not happy. She attacked Wii Fit trainer backstage. It rolled out into the ring. We saw a whole load of just anger coming from both sides. And this week, Alice is continuing her hot streak. She's going after Vicky, someone we haven't seen in a long time. Alice maybe she's thinking maybe if I play by Wii Fit trainer's rules, get my wins up, maybe I'll be able to, you know, I don't know, maybe she's trying to humor this new plan that Wii Fit trainer's got. Vicky I think is an interesting one to pick. We've not seen her in a while. What are your thoughts on Alice, the whole thing that happened last week, and this match?
Has wrestled?
Has Vicky has wrestled once or twice, yes.
Yeah. That was a million years ago, wasn't it?
It was.
Feels like Alice is really scraping the bottom of the barrel, and I don't really know why.
She's thinking if I start from the bottom and work my way up to the top, she cannot deny me a shot.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I could believe that.
I think either way,
Yeah, maybe
Vicky's
it's
a hard hitting
mean-
woman, so
Yeah, I'm sure she is. I don't fucking remember. So, she can prove it to me again. I mean, yeah, I understand why Alice is pissed off. I would also be pissed off. So, to be honest, maybe she started on like, you know, the fucking bottom of the barrel because she was like, I just really need to beat the shit out of someone this week. I'm annoyed. Rawr.
maybe. But there's only one way to find out, and let's go down to the ring and find out for our opening contest of this evening. Wrestling is Silly. Your opening contest this evening is scheduled for one fall with no time limit. Making her way to the ring first from the streets of London, England, weighing in at 120 pounds, Alice Little.
I need to play this game again.
It's a real good game. Have you played the first one, or have you only played the second one?
The first one plays like shit.
I mean, I can imagine. It was a low-budget
like-
indie game on a old console.
Yeah. I did try. I mean, to be fair, I did try quite a while ago, so, you know, I feel like I've got better at accepting bad games now, so, like, I might have another go.
And her opponent from Dimsdale, weighing in at 134 pounds, Vicky.
She looks like a knockoff Peter Pan animated movie.
A knockoff Peter Pan. That's an interesting.
Yeah.
It's an interesting.
Tell me you haven't seen that Peter Pan for like 10p. And you can bargain.
There's a little bit
And
of a
it's-
pound shop Peter Pan. You're not wrong.
And it's called like
Peter
Paula-
Peter Flight Boy.
it's called like Flying Paula and the Land of Never Aging.
Never growing up, Magic Boy. Never grow up, Flying Peter.
Yes.
The Spirit Halloween Peter Pan.
Yeah. Now I feel like that's doing a disservice to fucking Spirit Halloween. there are some real bottom of the barrel. I don't know how those films even get made levels of knockoff children's movies.
True. We're talking like the it's not a movie but a game, the Phoenix Games Snow White and the Seven Little Boys level.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking of.
Either way, the bell has rung in our opening contest. Vicky going for the strikes. Alice reflecting everything she has, grabbing her by the neck, taking her over to the ropes. And knife edge chop across the chest and wrenching the knee. It's not often we see both competitors in the women's division wearing the big goth boots. I'm a fan of the big goth boots. Oh, and Vicky just yeeting Alice across the ring. But Alice with that enziguri there, resetting momentum, but maybe a little bit too much rest there from Alice. Vicky not happy about that one bit. Oh, and just slamming her into the ground. Alice, though, bouncing back. Again, she's full of anger, full of momentum right now. But Vicky, though, not taking her lying down, just flattening her with that facebuster. Alice a little bit slower than we last saw her. Vicky literally pointing and laughing.
Sometimes I think we should make a Wrestling is Silly podcast.
Well, where we just do the opening tangent.
Yeah.
I mean, we did say we should do like a I Don't Like Mondays style podcast that's not about the thing it's about.
Yeah. Like I said, do that about Wrestling is Silly, and we'll do like we'll do a little at the end. We'll be like, oh, and XYZ won their matches. That's going to be interesting, isn't it?
Oh, so it's a Wrestling is Silly wrap-up show, but it's not a wrap-up show.
Yeah. Well, we will wrap it up.
Yeah.
But like at the end.
In the last 5 minutes. That's not a bad idea. Vicky, though, returning to the ring. Alice ready to pounce. Oh. And now Alice in full control, just standing on her ass, stomping on her shoulders. That is no respect from Alice towards Vicky right now. But then I think Alice doesn't care about who she's in the ring with right now. What she cares about is who she's going to be in the ring with in that title shot. This is all just a means to an end to her.
Yeah, she's just trying to make Weave Fit Trainer jealous.
Yeah. Oh.
Like, look at me wrestling these other women.
Yeah,
this could have been us.
Alice is eager to wrestle. It's We Fit Trainer that's holding her back. Oh. And a combination of just knee strikes to the gut there. Gets the cover. It's just a 2 count. Vicky not letting Alice get the easy win. Alice, though, going right up to the top rope. This could be bad. Curious splash. Alice with the cover. Vicky, though, still kicking out at 2.
Well, she can't kick out at 3, can she? So.
Well, some people do. It's still a loss, but some people will kick out at 3 just as a final fuck you, you know.
Yeah, I suppose that makes sense.
But Vicky going for her not so final fuck yous, just again dunking Alice head first into the mat over and over. This is just, I think Vicky knows that she's the underdog here. She knows that she's just got to be vicious and mean, and she's 2 things she's very good at.
Yeah. I think she's quite famously mean.
And now Vicky up on the top rope. Big Macho Man elbow right to the spine. Vicky with the cover. Oh, Alice though, kicking out with a 1 count. That is sending a message to Vicky. But Vicky, the Casadora rolls through and just wrenching that real deep ankle lock. She has got Alice pinned down. This is a bad place to be for Alice, but can she wrench her way through? Oh, just able to crawl free of that, but that could affect her moving forward. Big King Kong lariat though, perhaps not. Alice whipping Vicky into the ropes, going for the lariat, but Vicky interrupting, but Alice still getting the one over. Vicky having to pull herself up by the ropes, right into a corner spear there from Alice, and just grinding the buckles on those boots into the flesh of Vicky. That is brutal, and good use of gear there. Alice now in a similar position Vicky was in not long ago, having to drag herself up by those ropes. And oh, Vicky going for the same treatment, but Alice one step ahead, catches the boot. And now, oh, Alice sending Vicky down the rabbit hole, but opting not to go for the cover, instead dragging Vicky away from those ropes. Good ring awareness there from Alice, gets the cover. And there is the 3 count. Well done, Alice, getting the victory. But Weep It Trainer coming in, not happy about this at all. Vicky catching some strays there. Amanda sending a message to Alice, and again, possibly the rest of the locker room. She is not happy with how Alice treated her last week.
I put it to you that she's never happy, actually.
I mean, seemingly you are correct. She does appear to be never happy, but she's especially not happy now.
Yeah.
She thought she could just take her belt, go on vacation, Roman Reigns it, as they say, but instead she has been forced to, put a gear back on, get in the ring. I'm kind of happy with what Alice is doing. If it's making Amanda, actually act like a champ, then I ain't gonna.
Is that champ behavior?
I mean, it's making her get in the bloody ring. She was booking a fucking holiday.
It being a little fucking? No, it's not weenie behavior. I can't think of the right word.
She thinks she's better than everyone,
but like not in a sort of traditional like in a weenie champ way. But it's just like, she won't get in the ring, but she'll take a cheap pop at you at the end though.
I mean, it is
when you've already been worn down.
It is a continued dickhead behavior.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Dickhead is.
It's just dickheadedness, But again, she was trying to book a fucking holiday. She was trying to take a month off, and at very least, she's showing up to work. She's got gear on, and she's getting in the ring. I suppose I don't like it.
I mean, yeah, in like a very literal, she was physically within the ropes.
Yeah, she was between the ropes. She wasn't in a match, but she was between the ropes, and that is, that's a win when somebody's refusing to defend a title.
Better than what we were expecting, yeah.
Yeah. Moving on to the next match of the evening, Mr. M. Him and Pauline didn't have a very good showing at Love Wins, did they? They came in first defense of the Wrestling is Silly mixed tag titles, and they lost them to Super Wonder. Wonder Woman now 2 belts to her name, and Pauline very much not happy about that. She did not seem in a good place at all. And this week, Mr. M in the ring one-on-one against Wallace. I don't know if Pauline's going to be in his corner. I haven't seen her in the back.
I can't say I've seen her today either. And from reports, apparently there's been locker room disagreements.
Bit of raised voices, shall we say?
Yeah, raised voices from behind closed doors. You know what I mean? So You know, I wouldn't be. To be honest, I think I might be more surprised if she was here.
Yeah, I
To
mean,
be honest,
she definitely wasn't
the
happy.
reports I had.
And you know, Mr. M's performance in that match, I can see why she wasn't happy.
Yeah.
He wasn't pulling his weight, let's be honest. But
No,
when has he
not
ever?
to be honest. Neither of the blokes were. I
No.
don't think they. To be honest, as a representation of our men's division, fucking shocking, mate.
Yeah,
I don't know
they
why they give them screen time.
letting the
It's all
side
like that,
down
you know.
for real.
Yeah, really fucking did.
But now Mr. M's got nobody to hide behind. Him versus Wallace. First time we're seeing Wallace in a hot minute. He's gonna have to pull his
Yeah.
fucking weight because Wallace hits hard.
Yeah, we haven't seen him since his title run for the flippy shit.
We saw he's been popping up here and there, but it's been mostly silence since he lost his flip shit title. But maybe he's going to come back with a renewed vim and vigor, and Mr. M's got nobody to hide behind. Let's see how this match plays out. This match is scheduled for one fall with no time limit. Making his way to the ring first, from New Donk City, weighing in at 244 pounds, Mr. M. Now he shouldn't be wearing that belt. Definitely shouldn't be wearing that belt. I don't know why he thinks he's still got that. Superman ain't gonna be happy.
I feel like he must have stolen that back.
He must have. There must be some locker room shenanigans going on. Maybe he's in denial about losing it. Either
or
way,
maybe he's stolen it back to try and
get
please
Pauline back.
Pauline, yeah.
Perhaps. But she's not here. There's no Pauline here. And he's not even coming out to the New Donk's finest music. He's back to his old castle theme.
So it seems like she's probably turned around and gone, don't even fucking think about using our music.
He seems very much in denial about the state of the New Donk's finest, I gotta say.
I mean, to be honest, at the end of the day, wrestlers, sometimes you just gotta get out there and put on a show, you know what I mean? Fucking, what's the Tony Storm thing? It's like tits up or whatever.
Chin up, tits out, watch out for the shoe.
That's what. Yeah, right. Like maybe this is chin up, tits out.
Yeah.
Maybe this is him doing that.
Hopefully. And his opponent from an undisclosed lovely town in northern England, weighing in at 212 pounds of clay that you can't buy anymore, Wallace. Speaking of putting on a show, look at this absolute showman.
Yeah.
I mean, he's never lost a step, has he? He is.
Nah, not really.
He got his belt, he lost his belt. He doesn't really seem to be fazed by that in the slightest. He's just here to have a good time.
I mean, I think it got a bit rocky in the middle there. We did have a bit of a moment where Wallace was getting a bit pissy, but you know, look,
Yeah,
it happens to the best of us. We also go through like, you know, pissy phases. All right, things aren't lining up for us. Okay. Sometimes you don't have your favourite brand of cheese in the supermarket, right?
I feel like you can empathise with him in a big way.
Yeah. I mean, that is the most relatable thing. We've all been to the shop and been like, I could really do with a Wensleydale and apricot.
And all they've got is cranberry.
Yeah, sometimes I don't want cranberry Eden.
I feel your pain, and so does Wallace.
Thank you.
Bell has rung Wallace with a single leg takedown. Mr. M again, thinking he can slink through this without pulling his weight. Wallace having none of that with a flying armbar into the Jujikatami there.
Imagine thinking you can go into a one-on-one and not pull your weight.
Right. Again, he's not really wrestled on his own much since getting those titles. So Wallace, again, a second flying armbar. Maybe he's just trying to wrap this up quick.
I mean, they've not wrestled much since they got those titles, and I don't think they wrestled that much with those titles.
No,
so he's getting a bit rusty.
He is getting a little bit of that ring rust, but then after his dominant Twitch title run, we let him have a bit of a break. But
yeah, he did need it, to be fair.
But then he's come back with this real snotty attitude. Wallace, maybe Wallace can quite literally beat the snotty attitude out of him. Because,
to be totally honest, it really feels like since Pauline rocked up again, he's really felt like he could coast.
Yeah. Because he tried to coast off of Princess Peach's success. That didn't work.
Yes, he did.
And now, then he successfully coasted off Pauline's success. Maybe you shouldn't be a wrestler, Mr. M. Maybe you should just be a manager. If you don't want to wrestle, don't be a wrestler.
Yeah. You'd think that'd be obvious, really.
Right? But he's been summarily deconstructed by Wallace here. And this is the first bit of offense he's getting, and it's a standing Spanish fly. Mr. M thinking he can do literally one move and then call it a day. Wallace not having any of that.
I mean, look, in Mr. M's defense, that is a pretty fucking sexy move to pull off.
I mean, yeah.
So, if you're gonna one and done any move, that is the one.
The Spanish fly is a good one. You are correct.
Except maybe the coast to coast. I do love a coast to coast.
Yeah, I love a coast to coast. Coast to coast, Poison Rana, and Spanish fly. If you're gonna one and done, do one of those moves. But Wallace attempting the flying knee, but Mr. M not having any of that. Wallace up on these shoulders, guillotined off that top rope. Nope. Spinning heel kick avoided. Wallace getting up a little bit slower than Mr. M anticipated. And now, guillotine neckbreaker there from Wallace. And Mr. M goes up and just jackknife to the ground. Brutal suplex there from Wallace. Then, Irish whip avoided. No, the pendulum lariat there gets the cover. Oh, but only a 2 count. And now again going for the wrong trousers. Maybe going to try call it a day here. Very, very deep cover. Ooh, kicked out in the nick of time there, but Wallace, a single strike busting open Mr. M. And now just driving the knee right into the temple of Mr. M. And Wallace ain't wearing no knee pads, so that is pure patella on temple action. And there he goes with the tope suicida. I mean, this has been basically all Wallace all the time. Mr. M got like maybe 2 bits of offense in, rolling out of the way of that elbow drop, but can he capitalize on it? Both men up to their feet. Mr. M just a half a step faster and returning fire with a flying armbar the way Wallace opened the match. Welcome, just in time for our second match of the evening. Finally able to watch live. I'm glad you're here. A second flying armbar. Is Mr. M trying to play Wallace's exact playbook against him? Is that what we're seeing here?
To be honest, I think Mr. M just kind of makes it up as he goes along, doesn't he? He's just like, I'll try something then.
I don't think he comes in here with a plan. I don't think he comes in here wanting to try, and that is why he got beaten by Superman last week, and this is why he's getting beaten by Wallace this week.
I can't help but feel like Mr. M came in and he was like, I'm fucking Mario. I'm gonna be a star. And we've just kind of gone, no, you are going to have to prove it.
Got to prove yourself. Another wrong trousers there by Wallace. Deep cover, and there is the 3 count. You got to prove you're a star in this industry, Mario, and you are not doing it right now.
Yeah.
Here is your winner, Wallace. Hell of a comeback for Wallace as well. Getting a win. Getting a win in your comeback is always always something that we like to see, but it's never usually as one-sided as that.
Yeah, that was a bit embarrassing for Mr. M, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'd want to be him on the walk back.
Yeah, it's gonna be a miserable walk to the back for Mr. M. And now that he's not got Pauline by his side, he's got no shoulder to cry on, nobody to
Not
hold
even
him
getting
up.
any commiseration smooches. or anything.
No commiseratory smooches. So sad.
Sad life.
I mean,
Yeah.
it'd be sadder if he hadn't, ruined his reputation in the eyes of me, you, and everyone watching. But
I genuinely thought you were going to say in the eyes of the Lord.
in the eyes of me, you, and God, who is on the roster and does
Good
also hate him.
Christian stream alert.
The eyes of the Lord, but specifically the wrestling is silly Lord.
Yeah, which
Current-
is me.
I can't believe you'd rank over God himself, who I remind
Yeah.
you is on the roster.
Yeah.
Fair,
Sorry, does God book the matches?
No,
I
it's
don't
fair.
think
We
he
have
does,
the power. We have power. We are bigger than God in
Maybe-
this show.
Maybe he needs to fucking learn his place.
Maybe-
which is
maybe he does.
underneath me and you.
Maybe you're right. I hadn't thought about it that way before. We're bigger
I'm
than
not
God right
saying
now.
that. I'm not saying that we have successfully attacked and dethroned God or anything, but
But we're getting there. Definitely getting there.
yeah. I mean, he answers to us.
He
and
does,
we
in
own
fact,
his
answer to us.
contract, so
He signed it. He signed his name on a piece of paper that said we get to make decisions
Yeah.
for him. So
yeah. So
yeah, Mr. M most definitely wants titles up without getting to put in the work, and that ain't how we fly here at Wrestling is Silly. You got to prove yourself, and he ain't proving himself at all. His contract renewal period is also coming up. I just got to say, maybe we don't renew. It's up to him.
maybe.
A contract we most definitely will be renewing when it comes up. Not that it's coming up for a long while. Is that of our current women's smiley case holder, Bayonetta. And can we talk about that smiley case ladder match? Because, oh boy, Bayonetta had no time for anything in that match other than gotta get that case, gotta get out of here.
That was quite the match.
She had one goal in mind, and it was gotta get that case. Don't care about any fucking thing else that's happening. I'm just gonna get the case. Which, to be fair, strategy that maybe more people should implement. Maybe some more.
Yeah,
people,
I mean, we can't say that it didn't work.
yeah, maybe more people should try it. Maybe it'll work. She had her eyes on the prize, and what happened? She left with the fucking prize. You know who wasn't happy about her leaving with the prize? The other 5 fucking women in that match.
Yeah, I think if I had been in that match, I would be fuming.
Yes. Not the happiest bunnies in the bunny house. I forgot what the word for a bunny house was. Den
Burrow.
hutch. Burrow is the word I was looking for. And they were all mad. They were all mad that they thought she disrespected them and the spirit of the match. She disagrees. The spirit of the match was get up the ladder and unlock the case. She did that.
I mean, she's not wrong.
She's not wrong.
Like this, it's a ladder match for a case. Like it, yeah. The spirit of the match is get up the ladder and get the case.
Indeed,
I'm Team Bayonetta on that one.
Well, one woman who is decidedly not Team Bayonetta is Marnie, who was in the match and feels like she didn't get her fair shake at the title. So
Well, did she even go for the case? No. So sounds like that's her problem.
but her and Bayonetta are going one-on-one right now. Maybe Marnie thinks that Bayonetta needs to prove that she can beat the other 5 women in the match in one-on-ones. But again,
Okay, but I put it to you that the point of a ladder match is not to prove that you can beat the others, it's to get the case.
you're not wrong. I'm not arguing. You are correct.
I know I'm not wrong. It's a curse. I'm always right.
This next match is scheduled for one fall with no time limit, making her way to the ring first from the city of Deja Vu, weighing in at 253 pounds. She is the women's smiley case holder, Bayonetta. Again, you're not wrong. I don't think you're wrong. But doesn't mean the other 5 women are happy about it. Maybe they're jealous.
Yeah, well, fucking chin up, tits out, watch for the shoe. Like, what you gonna do?
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe get better at ladder matches. I don't know what you want from me.
you're not wrong. I can't fault your logic. And her opponent from the city of Spikemuth in Gallo, weighing in at 133 pounds, Marnie. But I'm more than happy to let them have this match, to let Marnie get some more time in the ring, to let Bayonetta really show off why she is deserving of that case. Because, you know, the way that ladder match played out aside, Bayonetta is deserving of being in the title picture.
Yeah, she is. I feel like everybody's kind of known that for a while, though.
Definitely. Like, is she a former champ? I can't remember if she...
No, I don't think she ever won, did she?
No.
Yeah, no, hang on, wait. Oh, shit. We
Well,
should really write this shit
We should write this down. But either way, she's definitely one of the...
You're supposed to remember. Everybody knows I have a shit memory and won't remember this show by the end of it. You're supposed to remember the people that were champions and the move names and stuff. I'm just here to vibe. I'm here to riff, to entertain.
You are color commentary. I'm play-by-play. That is how it's supposed to go. But either way, even if she hasn't been champ before, she's deserving of being champ now. Really tying Marnie up in knots, snapping back that arm. Bayonetta.
Yeah, she was champ. She took it off 2B, didn't she?
She did take it off 2B. After a long drawn out beef with 2B, after feeling like she was deserving of the belt.
Oh, that was pretty cool.
Beautiful springboard poison rana there. Off the bottom rope as well. That was a long way up to get on the shoulders. And this is a similarly one-sided match to the one we just saw. Marnie struggling to get any real offense in here. Oh, but then obviously Curse of the commentator, she gets in a couple of strikes, but not quite enough to keep Bayonetta from the offense. Beautiful enziguri there. But Bayonetta showboating a little bit too long. Marnie, big series of strikes. The knee takes Bayonetta down. Quick cover. Bayonetta kicking out at 1. I mean, some might say too early to get in a pin like that, but with the shock of that combination of strikes, maybe Bayonetta could have been a little bit dazed, and all you need to do is get the 3 count.
Yeah, you just need to be better than them for 3 seconds.
Yeah. You just need to get 3 seconds worth of advantage. But she tried and could not quite cut it. And here is how Bayonetta is repaying her. Oh! Shoulder breaker there. Fisherman shoulder breaker gets the cover. Marnie, though, kicking out at 2. And now Bayonetta continuing with her onslaught. She gets the double underhooks. The tiger driver from Bayonetta there. Or full climax, as she calls it. Gets the cover, but a little bit too close to those ropes. And now she's up on the top. This is where she usually busts out Witch Time. Is she going for it? Oh, she does, but Marnie a half a step too fast. Empty pool. Can Marnie capitalize? Oh, avoids the enziguri. Goes for the super kick, but Bayonetta 1 step too fast. It's all suddenly gone very back and forth. Both these women stepping up into high gear. Oh! Marnie dunking Bayonetta into the ground and just wrenching at the neck. Oh! Trying to fucking pop right off like a can of Pepsi. I appreciate the leg drop and then just sort of staying there for a moment, just letting Bayonetta sit in it. Oh, there's the beautiful question mark kick from Marnie. Gets the cover, but will Bayonetta realize how close she is to those ropes? No! Instead going for the traditional kick out. Mani dragging her away from those ropes, but giving Bayonetta just that little bit of time to recover. Goes for the cyclone kick, but cannot quite meet the target. Low kick doesn't quite take Bayonetta down, though. Whip. Mani with the sleep and the big Lucha arm drag. And yes, Pepsi Man has indeed popped off, never to return. I apologize for bringing up the cursed drink that we're not allowed to mention. Oh, beautiful reversal there from Bayonetta into the arm drag. And a combination of strikes into a brutal suplex onto the outside. Now Bayonetta returning Mani into the ring, but just taking a moment to catch a breath before joining her in the ring. Intelligent work there from Bayonetta. Oh, two women throw themselves at each other. Neither one makes its target. Mani, though, gets the advantage. Big hip toss. And now Mani hits the ropes. Beautiful enziguri and the low drop kick to follow up. Bayonetta having to slip out to again recover, but Mani not having any of it. Oh, big strike to the side of the head there. I gotta say, Bayonetta, she was faring real well until Mani decided, until Mani took her seriously. And just driving the elbow into the thigh of Bayonetta over and over. Bayonetta up onto her feet, but on spaghetti legs. Oh, Mani, just a series of kicks and throwing her into the barricade. Mani in control right now. Bayonetta can hardly hold herself up on her own. Mani breaking the count and just hitting a beautiful lariat combination. But Bayonetta, oh, throwing Mani into the staircase. This has really turned into something a little bit more brutal than I think anyone was expecting. Both women in and out, but oh, Bayonetta catching Mani by surprise. There, the full climax pile driver once again. She goes for the cover. Oh, but it's still not enough to keep Mani down. But Bayonetta, Mani up on the shoulders, turning her inside out. Oh, hook, spinning kick avoided, but Bayonetta with the follow-up. Mani having to pull herself up by the ropes, putting her in a very vulnerable, very dangerous position. Big boot and Mani going all the way over the top. And now Bayonetta on the top rope. Real dangerous place for both women. This does not look very, very high risk move from Bayonetta with the Meteora. Oh, Mani, they're bouncing back just as fast. Oh. Bayonetta hooks the leg, goes to the fisherman, but no! Northern Lights suplex reversed by Mani. Can Mani capitalize? Can she get a cover in? Bayonetta a little bit dazed. No, can't quite make the cover. Instead, refusing to let Bayonetta get up. Is Mani prepared? No, the cyclone kick avoided by Bayonetta once again. And hip toss, beautiful textbook hip toss there. Can she capitalize? Cyclone kick hits its target finally. Bayonetta in a bad position. Mani with the cover. Wow. Here is your winner, Mani.
Well, damn.
Coming out of absolutely nowhere. The cyclone kick hits its target, the third attempt. And Mani coming out of here with an upset victory. Gotta say, I don't think any of us were expecting that.
You call it an upset victory, but I don't think Marnie's upset.
No, she is. She is definitely in a fantastic mood, having
I think she'd call that a great victory.
Yeah, she called her shot. She said Bayonetta didn't deserve the belt, and she followed up on it. I've got no notes.
Yeah, fair fucking play, mate.
Fair fucking play indeed. I'm reeling from that. That was not the way I expected that to go. And judging by the first act of the match, it very much looked like a one-sided match for Bayonetta. But Marnie turned up to full gear, successfully played her own game.
I mean, I guess, like, to be honest, maybe it shouldn't surprise us, given that Bayonetta went for the case so fast in that match. Maybe there's something going on with Bayonetta that we don't know about.
Think she's like hiding an injury or something?
Possibly. I mean, it would make sense. As we've stated, this woman was champion, was in a heated rivalry. I believe, didn't she also go for the hardcore title as well?
She did.
And she put up a pretty good effort for that. I did think it seemed a little out of character. I mean, obviously, I think it's a smart way to go about a ladder match. To just sometimes just go for it, and you might catch you lucky. I did think it was unusual for her, but at the end of the day, she's a smart wrestler. I thought she would probably just
thought she had a plan.
Taking a chance. Yeah, right. I thought maybe she's just having a go, because to be honest, it'd be a bit of a laugh. But after having seen that, part of me now wonders if maybe we are dealing with possibly she's hiding an injury, or there's something else going on in the background that we don't know about.
Maybe.
We'll have to try and look into that. I think
we'll definitely have to try and look into that. Try and get a word with her. But let's look to the future. Look to our new Wrestling is Silly Tag Team Champions. The second reign of the Fight Boyfriends are here. Kazi 2 belts, Majima 1 belt, but a good belt. They are beginning their tag title reign by taking on any oncomers. They had an open challenge this week, and who should return to tag action but Mackie Chase and the Big Mac, Vicious and Delicious versus the Fight Boyfriends. I'm real excited about this. I love every single person in this match. You've got an inside scoop on the Fight Boyfriends. How did they celebrate? How was the fallout of the main event of Love Wins?
Okay, I mean, we are pre-Watershed, mate. I'm limited. I'm limited on what I can tell you went down in that locker room.
So even after that truncated main event, they still left. They still left as the Fight Boyfriends. They were very satisfied. That's good to hear. That's good to know, because I know there was a lot of worries that maybe Kiryu had gone back on his deal, but they're still the Fight Boyfriends. They're still happy. They're still back.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a weird one, isn't it? To be honest, I don't know if there's really been enough time for the kind of processing, because last week was so big for the both of them. It was like a culmination of a lot of work over the past sort of 5 to 6 weeks, and then to have all of that work rewarded with a win at the end. The team's back together, they've got the belts again, and to be honest, I think we can kind of chalk it up to a bit of excitement on Kiryu's part. I think there was just a lot going on emotionally. I think it had been a very sort of emotional and physical day already, and he was back in the ring, and I think I don't think that it was a what's the word? I don't think it was like a calculated decision to sort of squash like that. There doesn't seem to be too much animosity from what I've seen anyway, I haven't heard any rumblings. They seem fine when they're hanging out and stuff. So I think it's kind of water under the bridge. They're kind of choosing to focus on, you know, being back together, being tag team champs again, and I think they're just sort of water under the bridge in the slightly dodgy main event, shall we say?
Looking at the positives,
Yeah.
which is always good, always good. Hopefully the tag title reign will start off on a good note. Let's go down to the ring. The Fight Boy Friends versus Vicious and Delicious.
Put which ones which?
Your next match is a Tornado Tag Team match with no time limit set for one fall. On their way to the ring first, Kazuma Kiryu, Majima Goro. He is the Wrestling is Silly World Champion. They are the Wrestling is Silly Tag Team Champions. They are Fight Boy Friends.
I swear you never say their names in the same way as
No.
you do the other one. You always,
'Cause-
you always say one given name, family name, and then you'll say the other one, family name, given name.
Okay, because
Every time.
Because with Kiryu, I second guess myself every time. It's Kiryu Kazuma,
Yeah.
and Majima Goro.
No, nobody's given naming Kiryu.
No,
Have you seen his face? He'd punch you. The only one doing that is Pocket Circuit Fighter.
True.
And we all know it.
and that's allowed.
And that's allowed, yeah.
And their opponents from the pantry at a combined weight of about 4 servings and your recommended daily allowance of sodium, Big Mac, Mackie Chase, Vicious, and Delicious. Some people will tune into the show and say, "Hey, why is a box of Kraft mac and cheese tag teaming with a sexy burger? Why did you make a burger sexy?" And to them, I say, "Welcome to Wrestling is Silly."
To them, I say, are you not human?
Yeah.
Have
Do you dare to dream?
never, have you never craved a burger in just a really obscene way?
Yeah.
In a way where your gluttony borders on lust when you get that first bite of burger.
Yeah. I mean, you're not
And
wrong.
I include veggie burgers because there are some veggie burgers that I'm just like, I want to put the whole disc in my mouth. You know, so a burger for me is the shape, not the what it's made of, not
Yeah.
the material. You know, I think we've all been there. And the people that say they haven't,
Are liars.
I think they're a liar.
Yeah. Vicious and Delicious coming out on a very hot start right now. Big Mac flattening Majima. Kiryu just able to get one up over on Mackie Chase on the outside, hitting a poison Rana. That'll definitely slow him down by a half step. But on the inside of the ring, just cross chops across the face of Majima. That might have bust the Mad Dog open. That's not usually a good sign.
Genuinely can't tell which one was bust open there because Kiryu was punching the snot out of Mackie Chase, and the Big Mac was
Beating
punching
up
the
on
snot out of
yeah.
Majima. So
But Majima hitting the chop block on Big Mac. Kiryu narrowly avoiding hitting the ring post there, but the low drop kick flattens Majima. I think it's Majima that's bust open, but I can't quite get a good look at his face.
he's currently getting punched.
Yeah. But Vicious and Delicious coming back on a real hot start. They've come back to the tag division with aplomb, some might say. And I'm not talking about the colour of the leather pants of the Big Mac. But Kiryu fighting back as best he can. Majima, though, he is about to get powerbombed onto the apron. Oh, just as Mackie Chase delivers a snake eyes, managing to hoist the Dragon of Dojima up onto his shoulders. Majima just about to fight back, though. hitting the draping DDT. So the hanging DDT.
I can't be the only one, right? I'm gonna tangent again. I'm in one of those funny, silly moods, right? I can't be the only one who, like, sometimes you'll see a fictional character and, like, you know that their outfit is bad, but you look at it and you can, like, I really feel like I could pull that off if I just gave it a try.
Yep. I think that all
You know
the
what I mean?
time.
And I'm just like, would I look sexy in leather pants and a gold snakeskin blazer?
Yes, you would.
I really feel like I could pull it. Obviously, I wear a shirt underneath. I'm not, a madman. But I just, sometimes I just really feel like I could pull it off.
I think you could. I think you could pull off I think if anyone could pull off the Majima look, it's you. Oh, beautiful. Launching himself off the top rope there. Majima coming back to equalize the assault on Kiryu on the outside. And the pop-up Hurricane Rana. Majima in total control right now. Mackie Chase, though, fighting back as best he can. But Kiryu's out to join in. And the Poison Rana again driving the head of Mackie Chase onto the very, very thin, maybe like inch-thick mats on the outside. The Code Breaker, though, as a return shot. Mackie's fighting back valiantly against the current tag champs. But I gotta say, this is more of an offense than I thought Vicious and Delicious were going to get in this match.
Is this a title match?
This is not a title match. It's not a title match.
Okay, right. So
reigning
like,
but not defending.
Fine. Yeah.
Well, Big Mac gets a cover on Majima.
Look, I know how Majima feels about fast food burgers. He ain't against this.
Yeah, I've seen him walk around Sotenbori just filling his face with smile burgers. This is this is normal for him. Bulldog from Mackie Chase. Mackie Chase with the cover. Kiryu just about able to break it up, though.
Not even a 1 count.
And now Kiryu single-handedly taking on both courses here.
Majima really does just give up in a really melodramatic way.
He really does.
Every match. He's just like, oh, gotta hit him.
The flavor packet hit onto Kiryu, but not getting the cover. Majima returns to action. And
this is the fight boyfriends of going for a meal.
Hurricane Rana there.
This is a date for them.
This is just a date. Oh, double covers by Vicious and Delicious.
Oh, Kiryu, come on.
Wow. Vicious and Delicious. Here are your winners. Vicious and Delicious. Hot damn indeed. Another upset victory. The newly crowned Wrestling Silly Tag Champs taking an L.
I'm not saying that maybe our gay tag champs got distracted by the big man's fat titties or anything. But I just want to put it out there. They are quite distracted. Well, maybe we should make him put a shirt on. They'll get a title shot next week, but only if the big man puts a shirt on.
Always want to defend your boys. I get it, but you can't deny the impact that they had in that match. The Vision Delicious came back with a bang, and I'm really excited to see that.
All I'm saying is that the Big Mac was using his unfair advantages.
I mean, does Kiryu not have the same unfair advantage?
It's allowed because I want to look at his.
Of course. That brings us to the end of the first half of the show. We're going to take a very brief break. We'll be back in about 3 minutes' time. So in the meantime, refill your glasses, empty your bladders, go for a vape, do whatever you need to do. But I got one question in the meantime, and that is, who's that Pokemon?
Who's that Pokemon?
Slightly extended break. Zach was making a cup of tea and our kettle is slow. I am still reeling from the Fight Boy Friends. From Kiryu taking a pin to the Big Mac. That's set my brain all alight. Is the dog moved aside, let you in front of the mic yet? We could have dog on commentary, but...
Nah, it's fine. I hold the mic.
Ah, yes. That makes sense. That mic is very holdable.
And also it just makes me feel a bit more like, I don't know, maybe it unlocks my comedy juices.
Yeah, holding like
feel
a stand-up.
Yeah.
I get that. I'm sat behind the mic and it's a lot more radio presenter than it is stand-up. It's a different vibe. I don't have the same energy as when I'm walking around holding a mic.
Yeah.
Standing up brings the show a whole new energy, and I'm scared of the energy that standing up might bring it.
So no standing desk then.
I could stand. But the energy. I'm standing now, and the energy is fundamentally different because I'm holding the mic, and now I want to start pacing, and I want to start doing my Type 5.
Yeah.
And it's not the time nor the place, so I'm going to sit back down.
Yeah.
I'm going to rest. I'm going to recline. And we're going to get on with part 2 of Wrestling is Silly for the Fallout of Love Wins. Because part 2 begins with what appears to be a thinly veiled jab at you. Because at Love Wins, you were unsuccessful in taking the Flippy Shit Division title off of Darth Maul, and
It was intentional.
He doesn't appear to have taken that very well. Taken maybe the disrespect, maybe the challenge in general very well, because he's
because he's a little bitch.
because he has said that Astarion, a man whom you're quite fond of.
I do quite like Astarion. I'm a little Astarion enjoyer.
He can have a Flippy Shit Division title eliminator match, and we all know how you feel about the title eliminator as a concept.
Yeah, stupid.
Would you like to expound on that at all, or just leave it at?
Do I need to? Do other people not think that? Do other people enjoy title eliminators?
Title eliminators, for those of you watching at home, if Astarion wins this match, he gets a shot at Darth Maul's title. That is what
it's just cowardly, isn't it? It's just like, oh well, I don't want to give him a chance to actually win it.
I mean, so this
may as well just have a title shot.
So this appears to be a thinly veiled attack at you. A guy you like,
time waster of a match.
A guy you like in a position you don't like.
Get me angry.
Fair to say that you're not excited for this match?
Am I not excited for a fucking fake ass title match? No, I'm not.
Not even seeing Astarion in the ring. I don't like Astarion.
I mean, I enjoy seeing Astarion in the ring, but Darth Maul's really bringing it down.
Well, let's go down to the ring anyway. Maybe you'll get a little bit of love out of it. This next match is a Flippy Shit Division title eliminator match. On his way to the ring first, from Dathomir, weighing in at 215 pounds, he is your reigning but not defending Flippy Shit Division champion, Darth Maul.
Boo.
I mean, you've now been in the ring with him. Do you not respect what he does a little bit more?
No.
No?
No. He is impossible to respect. I don't... Like, there is not a part of me that could ever respect that man.
I feel like you're giving him a bit of a raw deal here.
No.
He's won the title twice.
What did we say earlier? I'm always right and it's a curse? Yeah. That remains true. Even when you don't like the truth. What I say remains fundamentally true. And I don't know if that peaked the mic. I hope it did.
I did.
I hope everybody heard me.
It clipped it.
Damn. Okay. Well, I did a really embarrassing raspberry that, like, you know, really would make him feel embarrassed to have been on the receiving end of.
I gotta respect him. I respect him as a champion. I respect him for earning that championship twice, for being a mentor to another champion, and I think he puts on a decent match.
Yeah. Suppose, there's no accounting for taste, is there?
I mean, it's very clear how you feel about him and the division as a whole. I just, I thought maybe the beef would be squashed after you'd stepped in the ring together, but
It's
clearly not.
the division for people who are too cowardly to just go into the main division. I don't know what you want from me.
Harsh words, strong words.
Yeah, well, they could just go they could just go for the title, but they don't, do they? No.
Or the Twitch
It's like,
title.
oh, I've got to have my own division.
I wonder what Matt thinks of this, because Flipsy Division, the brainchild of Matt. I wonder how he'd react to all
Probably
this.
hates it. I love Matt, but it's like the worst thing he's ever done.
And his opponent from the back alleys of Baldur's Gate, weighing in at 201 pounds, Astarion. Maybe your list of enemies is growing longer by the day if Matt knew you were badmouthing his division.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe Matt will have to come back and fight me for it as well.
Maybe. Astarion here making his return to wrestling is silly. Real excited to see him come back. He's all the vim and vigor that he had last time. Last time he was in the ring, he was in an eliminator match to face Rue, who was at the time champion. A lot of brushes with the flip shit title has Astarion. Let's see if he can capitalize on this one. Oh, Darth Maul catching the strike, but Astarion catching the reversal. And, beautiful opening gambit there. I think Blade Runner is what Jay White would call that, but I call that just a hell of a move and a momentum Saito suplex there. And the Fisherman suplex, Astarion coming out the gate fighting. But Darth Maul catching the boot, trying to reverse the momentum. Code breaker from Darth Maul. And just dropping all his weight on the bicep of Astarion. Maybe trying to tear that bicep. That's not going to come out well. Sling Blade. Channeling the great Hiroshi Tanahashi there with that Sling Blade. And beautiful tornado Jujikatami. You gotta respect that. Like, he's not just flippy. The technical wrestling from Darth Maul also on point. Getting Astarion by the scruff of the neck, throwing him into those ropes. And, it's a devastating chop across the chest. And a series of kicks, but Astarion getting his boot up for the last one. Low drop kick, taking down the champ. And, just a beautiful series of strikes from Astarion, taking down Darth Maul. Rolling him over, booting him right on the spine. And that low kneeling DDT gets the cover. Just a one count though. And then Astarion returning fire, dropping all of his weight onto Darth Maul and just relaxing a little bit, but right into a neck breaker from the champ.
But that was pretty sick.
It was. It was smooth as hell, but maybe a little bit mistimed. But he's back on top just as quick as he was down on the bottom. Boss man slam, beautiful. And now he's got the pump handle. The pump handle buster there. Very, very small package. Gets the cover. That was a very, very near fall. But the champ kicking out in the nick of time. But, brutal knee there. Darth Maul rolling out to the outside just to catch his breath. But Astarion with the slingshot tornado there. I mean, Astarion is like, we've had two big comebacks this week with Vicious and Delicious and now Astarion, and both of them coming out fighting. This is.
I can't believe you forgot about Vicky.
And Vicky, of course. Vicky, I mean, didn't fit the bill with the rest of them, but... and the kneeling Meteora. Again, Astarion, very, very stylish offense as well as being hard-hitting. Darth Maul at the whims of the Vampire of Baldur's Gate. Astarion running to the top rope. This is looking bad, but a big elbow drop right between the shoulder blades. Gets the cover. Has he rolled him far enough away from the ropes? Yes, but Darth Maul still kicking out just in time. Astarion's got to dig deep if he wants to get a pinfall out of the champ. Another Saito suplex. Darth Maul rolling out of the way. The Cyclone Kick avoided by the champ. And the champ, I think he's looking for... No, he's not looking for the Fear Factor. Instead, just a crucifix powerbomb. Not many people can just bust that out at a whim like that, but that's why he is the champ. And then just brutally trying to neutralize that leg of Astarion. And now back in the center of the ring. He's going for a power bomb backbreaker. That was a brutal move by the champ. But the half Nelson backbreaker attempted by Astarion. The sneak attack attempted, but the champ had a plan to counter it into an arm drag. And now the champ in charge once again, but maybe showboating a little bit too much. Astarion back up to his feet. Baseball slide a little bit too slow, but he doesn't let Darth Maul get the momentum. Drapes the champ on the ropes. Irish Whip avoided, but Darth Maul did not expect the lethal injection into the Shooting Star Press. A beautiful reversal of a reversal there from Astarion. What do you think of your boy? You think he's doing a good job?
I think he's doing all right.
But this is the package pile driver, the Fear Factor from Darth Maul. Shouldn't
have said anything. There's commentary.
But Astarion kicking out. That is a brutal assault from Darth Maul, but Astarion still got a couple of hit points left. Low knee by Darth Maul. Darth Maul going for the Dathomir Sunrise. Beautiful Canadian Destroyer off that middle rope. And now he goes for the pump handle. The made in Japan. The cover is in. But Astarion just about able to break out in time. Darth Maul, the Tope Suicida, bludgeoning Astarion with the spiked head and the shoulder of the champ. I think that boot might have just bust him open. But maybe busting open Astarion's a bad idea. A vampire seeing blood's never good. Even if it's his own. I don't know how that works, but maybe it'll invigorate him.
Yeah, I mean, they can still shag about, can't they? So there's got to be some blood going on about in there.
Not what I was referring to, but you make a good point. Darth Maul now on the top rope. Very, very high risk maneuver coming. Beautiful reversal of Astarion into a power slam. Taking all of Darth Maul's momentum and driving him into the mat. And now, I don't know if there's a name for what he just did, but what a maneuver it was. And then, slamming him into the apron. Astarion maybe playing possum there. Real roguish tactics. Yeah, there is an elegance to how this man fights. I'm real excited that he's back in the ring. Darth Maul, though, fighting back as best he can. But Astarion, Northern Light suplex. Rolling through into a standing vertical suplex. Beautiful combination. Beautiful show of core strength there. Astarion trying to return Darth Maul to the ring, but instead just bouncing him off the apron instead. And now going back out to reset the count. I don't know if he wants to earn this title shot fair and square. Jumping roundhouse kick. Avoids the lariat. Darth Maul, though, half a step too fast, even after all of this onslaught. Oh, just flattening him facebuster into those thin outside mats. And textbook body slam, but again on this outside, everything hits so much harder. Quick snapmare into the flipping neckbreaker. Not quite 9 o'clock, so it's not a fucking neckbreaker yet. Oh, but the commentary table colliding with the abdomen of Darth Maul. Darth Maul, though, returning Astarion to the ring as Gus gets to an 8 count now. Astarion playing possum, though, getting him down with that wrist control, and I think he's ready to roll for his sneak attack. There it goes, the half Nelson backbreaker. The sneak attack landed, gets the cover. And Astarion getting a win over the champ.
Now, you see, if Darth Maul wasn't a coward and we had banned title eliminators, as I have requested many times in our board meetings, Astarion would just be champion.
Here is your winner and #1 contender for the Flippy Shit Division Championship, Astarion. You're right, he would just be champ right now, but
Yeah.
unfortunately that was just an eliminator match. So, Astarion has a Flippy Shit Division title match in the bag, ready to go at any point. What a series of upsets this evening has brought to us. Champs losing left, right, and center, but
This has been a weird show.
this has been a weird show indeed, and it only gets weirder, I gotta say, because our next match on the card, the Unthinkables, specifically the Unthinkable Chicken and the Unthinkable Sheep, have requested a old school tag team match against the Snack Pack. When I say old school, I mean one legal man at a time. I'll be honest, this could go on for a little bit of time. But the Unthinkables ready to make themselves known in the tag division. They've been lurking around a bit, making some singles pushes. Now they're going into the tag division. What do you think of both these teams?
I mean, the Unthinkables, we haven't, in terms of like their actual tagging, we haven't seen much of them tagging together. I know we had a couple of Unthinkables in our blind tag and stuff. And I've got to be honest, I can't say I rated them very much. I don't think they got very far, did they?
They did not.
They really struggled to play well with other.
That's true. With
with
other Thinkables.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be like, I'm not holding my breath for like an absolute knockout show. I'm always prepared to be surprised, and with the way that this night has gone, that wouldn't shock me. Snapback, I mean, we've seen them. We know them. We love them. Everyone's favourite mid-carders.
We love the Snapback.
Yeah, so, I mean, I'm hoping for a good show for them. Good luck to all the wrestlers. Have fun.
GG, have fun. Love you guys.
Yeah.
Let's go down to the ring, shall we? This next match is a tag team match with no time limit, making their way to the ring first from out of this world at a combined weight of, give me a second to do a little bit of math, over 500 pounds, Unthinkable Chicken, Unthinkable Sheep, the Unthinkables.
I have 2 questions.
Yes.
1. How did you transfer the given non-Euclidean numbers that they gave their weight into a number that we, as thinkables, can pass.
I just guessed. Honestly, I just guessed.
Had a little guess. I mean, honestly, fair enough. Yeah, that's probably about right. Though I'm not sure if they follow the same like density rules
No, they really
as
don't.
we do or anything. So honestly, they could weigh the same as a dwarf star or something.
Yeah.
Who knows? And B, why was the unthinkable sheep carrying Bootios?
'Cause it's his favorite breakfast cereal. I don't know what to tell you. And their opponents, the Burger King and Luigi, the Snack Pack. I mean, they've come from out of this world. They've come from another time, another place, another dimension, another. I don't know.
I wonder if Bootios are really popular where they're from, or if it's
Maybe-
like an underground.
Maybe they found something in this world that they quite like, Bootios. And
Oh, Bootios exist here. do
but
they?
yeah, Bootios exist here. They're the official cereal
Yeah.
of the New Day.
Oh, interesting.
And maybe they've just found something from this world that they like, and it's one of the few things in this world that they like, and they've figured, yeah, this is gonna be my thing now.
Yeah, sure. One of
Yeah.
them likes Bootios, one of them likes the trumpet.
Yeah. They've just found a thing that they enjoy on this plane. I don't want to take that away from them because then they might, I don't know, beat me up or dissolve me into my constituent atoms. I don't know what the powers of these things are.
Yeah. I find it's best not to question things that I don't want the answer to.
Are they elder gods? They could just be elder gods, for all I know. But either way, the sheep and Luigi to start the match. The sheep with no business locking up with Luigi instead, throwing him to the ground. You know, I had a thought. I'm going to contact the artist that did the PNGs for us and maybe get us unthinkable alts.
Oh my
I
god.
thought that'd be quite fun. Ooh, a modified sort of figure 4 leg lock there from the unthinkable sheep, just trying to neutralize the legs of Luigi. Yeah, I think it would look quite cool as unthinkables. What do you think?
Yeah.
Little channel point reward, make us unthinkable. I think that'd be pretty rad.
I dare to think what I would look like as unthinkable.
You would look unthinkably cool.
Yeah, would I?
Yeah. Luigi with the cover though. Sheep though kicking
I mean,
out
come on.
right at a 1, and the rolling stunner though, that took the sheep by surprise. Turned the fucker inside out. Almost went full scorpion there, getting the tag out to the Burger King. And hitting this right into the sheep's sling blade. The sheep though, getting the tag out to the chicken. And oh, I get both men flying at each other, neither one finding their target. Chicken though with these series of strikes, uppercut into the wheel kick. Burger King not expecting an assault like that from the chicken. I mean, the Burger King, he more deals with beef. He's not used to dealing with chickens, but ooh,
Do they have a chicken burger?
yeah,
The
chicken,
Burger King?
chicken
Yeah.
Royale, I think,
Cool.
but it's probably
So
not very good.
I'm just trying to relate to the meat eaters in chat.
Y'all, beef, lamb, chicken,
Yeah.
pork. Am I right, guys? Pork.
Yeah.
Turning the big dial that says meat, engaging and looking at the audience for a reaction.
Yeah, that's me. I know chickens are pretty popular on most people like.
Chicken's
like
good and chicken's a standard.
Yeah.
Chicken is the tofu of the meat world.
Yeah, it is. Like everyone kind of likes that one.
It's your base. You just put a load of spices on it. It doesn't really taste too much on its
Yeah.
own.
Yeah.
The sheep gonna tag out to the chicken and they're gonna beat up the Burger King. Welcome to Wrestling is Silly, Valerie. I'm glad you're finally here. Now Luigi though, Luigi with the sharp DDT to the chicken. Surprised the chicken's beak didn't stick out the mats after that. Oh, going back for another one as well. This is the way to discombobulate the unthinkables. Hit them with the DDTs on the outside. Oh, but the chicken fighting back, forcing the back body drop onto the green plumber. And slingshot cross body. He times that absolutely perfectly for Luigi to roll in. That was Can the unthinkable chicken see the future? Is that one of the powers this elder god has?
I mean, maybe.
And returning fire for those DDTs earlier.
I feel like his powers probably aren't something that us mere mortals could
Yeah.
explain.
Maybe it's like a King in Yellow situation. The more you learn about the unthinkable chicken's powers, the more.
Oh
the
my
more
god!
insane
Stop
and
thinking
unhinged
about
you become.
Signalis. Fucking hell! God, Signalis is the king in yellow. That you play the game, we get it.
I actually started reading The King in Yellow.
Oh my god!
Oh, how dare I
my
read a
God.
book? Am I right?
Yeah, fucking. Is that how I get you to read books that I like?
You
I
gotta
just make them
gotta
into-
make games about space lesbians with them.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, blame Hannah. Blame Hannah.
Yeah.
Hannah
Do you know what?
Hannah
I should
brought me
have thought
Signalis.
about that. I should have thought about that. Putting books I like, and just adding some space
Yeah.
lesbians in there, and then
I'm gonna read
making
Dracula
games
as well.
that-
You took me to that Dracula thing. I'm gonna read Dracula.
Yeah, Dracula's all right.
I'm real miffed that I missed Dracula daily, but I'm gonna read Dracula. Unthinkable chicken with the springboard dropkick, managing to get a cover, but only a 1 count. Yeah, blame Hannah for Signalis, but also it was such a me-flavored game that it was inevitable. My favorite painting of all time is in that game.
Okay, look, all I'm saying, right, is that I think some favoritism is going on, because when I tell you to play games, it takes, like, months, if not years.
The trick is Hannah bought
Hannah
it me.
tells you-
She bought it me.
Hannah tells you to play Signalis, what, maybe once, and you're all like, oh, yes. Oh, shit, that was...
I wasn't expecting that to be a successful pin, but the unthinkable chicken hitting that inside out, sort of outside pile driver and getting the win over the snack pack. That was completely out of the blue. We were only half paying attention. God damn.
I'm going to pretend I don't see that message, Hannah.
It's alright, she's playing through the Yakuza games now.
Do you not
and
see? Yeah, exactly. And whose fault is that? Whose fault is that, huh?
I mean, it took me
Is
2
it-
shots, but also she had
Is
to
it
have,
mine?
like, long term, I guess it's your fault because you got me into them and I got
long
her
term
into
it's
them.
mine. Long term it's mine. Oh my god, what a fucking lie. Oh my god.
Yeah, but it took the combined effort of both me and Ellie to do it.
Yeah, but the point is, I started it.
Yeah, you did start it.
So it was a domino effect, and
It was a
therefore I want full credit.
You will get full credit. Just
Thank
like
you.
the Unthinkable's got full credit for that win out of the blue. We weren't
Yeah,
even paying
what an
attention.
incredible victory.
Incredible victory for the Unthinkables.
Amazing. I was definitely watching and saw it happen.
Well, it's almost main event time, but if you guys saw the match graphic that I put out, there was something on the match graphic that wasn't just a match, and that was the huge announcement that I have that I'm making right now. This
Oh my god, yeah, that announcement. I've been absolutely on the edge of my seat with this announcement ever since you put out that graphic on Twitter.
Everyone loves a huge announcement graphic. That's why Tony Khan
Yeah.
keeps putting them out.
Yeah, when I found out that you had a huge announcement, I was like on the edge of my seat. I was
On
like,
the
oh my
edge,
god,
right.
what could this announcement be?
This
I'm
huge
sure everyone else felt exactly the same.
This isn't just any huge announcement. This is a huge announcement with big ramifications for the women's division.
Ramifications like the unthinkable sheep, alright.
Yes, unthinkable ramifications for the women's division, because since Amanda put that promo out, refusing to defend, since the locker room was incredibly unhappy with that, me and Zach have been putting our heads together and trying to think of a way to find a challenger for the women's title that has Amanda's approval, and we thought the best way for a woman to prove herself title worthy is not just for any. We're not just going to have a normal ass tournament. We're not just going to have a single eliminator tournament. That wouldn't be enough. We are right now starting the Wrestling is Silly World Series, a round robin style tournament with two blocks, the black block and the gold block. There are 4 wrestlers in each block. Every wrestler will face every other wrestler in the block. There are 15-minute time limits. No ringside assistance is allowed in any of these matches. You will get 3 points for a win, 1 point for a draw, and a -1 point penalty if you get disqualified or if anybody runs out to help you at ringside. The 2 winners of each block, the first and second place of each block, will face off in the block finals, and the winners of the block finals will face each other in a no time limit grand final. And the overall winner of that grand final will face Amanda for the Women's World title at Birthday Bash. This is the Wrestling is Silly World Series, the WS2, if you will. And not only am I telling you the tournament is happening, I'm going to share with you the blocks, because what is a tournament without competitors? This is the black block. Bayonetta, Princess Peach, Princess Elsa, and Lara Croft. Every woman will face every other woman in that block. And your gold block, which is premiering this very evening in our main event, the gold block, Toph Beifong, 2B, Princess Daisy, and Alice Liddell. Your first match of the Wrestling is Silly World Series will be Toph Beifong versus 2B, 2 former Wrestling is Silly Women's World Champions. This is a huge event, a huge start to a huge event. I'm so excited to bring to you the Wrestling is Silly World Series. We've been planning this for a while. I'm so happy that it's coming, that it's happening. The block 2, the gold block. The gold block has the obviously Princess Daisy, the previous smiley case holder, obviously before Bayonetta, Toph and 2B, the first women's champion and the last women's champion before We Fit Trainer. It's gonna be huge. I feel like I explained the rules of the tournament quite well. Did they make sense to you?
Yeah. And I'm pretty stupid, so if it made sense to me, I think we're golden, I think.
I mean, you're not pretty stupid, but
Yeah, I am.
I'm glad that you pretend to be
It's
stupid
fine.
for the
No.
purposes of me explaining things. So your main event for this evening, the first match in the Wrestling is Silly World Series, Toph Beifong versus 2B. Quick, who have you got your eyes on for this match?
Who have I got my eyes on? This is a difficult one. These 2 women both have fantastic track records for being just incredible wrestlers. Both previous title holders. I think Toph had it slightly longer, so I think I'm gonna put my chips in Toph's camp. But it's pretty close.
It's going to be a tight
I'm not putting my life savings on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're starting off the WS2 with a bang. Let's open the gold block with Toph Beifong versus 2B. Wrestling is Silly. Your main event for tonight is the first gold block match in the Wrestling is Silly World Series. On her way to the ring first, hailing from the moon, weighing in at 328 pounds, 2B. For real, we have been planning this for so long. I've been making the graphics for so long. I'm so glad that it's here. For real. Mm-hmm. I'm so happy.
And I'm happy you're happy.
No, that looks bad. I'm trying to put the World Series logo on the screen, but it looks bad.
Oh, okay. Right. Well,
It can go there. It can go there.
I can't actually see the stream, so I'm just gonna have to take your word for it.
And her opponent, from a foggy swamp in the Earth Kingdom, weighing at 100 pounds, Toph Beifong. Fong.
Has this always been her music?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay. I
um,
have learned not to trust you though, because you do lie to me to make me look like a fool sometimes.
I didn't like it. This has always been her theme, because I found it. I'll be honest. I found it on YouTube, and it's a rap song about Toph from the point of view of Toph.
Nice.
I thought it was quite neat. And Toph doesn't have a theme, so I
Yeah.
thought this fit.
That's fair.
And here we go with our main event. 15 minutes on the clock. Freya rings the bell, and Toph out the gate, ducking out of the way of 2B's offense and getting in some strikes of her own. Ooh! Grabbing her by the hair, throwing her to the ground, getting in an early cover. 2B not having that though. Yeah, these early points in the tournament can set the stage for the entire rest of the block. Whoever walks out of this match with the first 3 points is immediately at an advantage for the entire rest of the tournament. So neither one also wants to be the first loss in the Women's World Series, in the Wrestling Silly World Series. See, and the thing with round robin tournaments is, yes, single elimination tournaments, every match matters because if you lose, you're out. But in these round robin style tournaments, every match matters because every point matters. There are chances to win. Even if you draw, you can then beat the next person below you in the rankings by that single point. And if you're mathematically unable to win, you can still get a win over the leader and get an upset win over the leader, and suddenly their status as leader is in jeopardy. There's no straight answers in round robin. Everything is to play for in every single match. And these two, I couldn't think of two better women to open the show, to open the contest. Beautiful leg lariat there by 2B as they return to the ring. Spinning heel kick. A little bit of a Naruto run there into the drop kick. Now 2B. Oh, I think she's about to unsheath that katana. Tough on spaghetti legs. Oh. Ooh, Tough with the block. Maybe playing possum there. Blocked the katana kick. And hitting the dragon screw. They were trying to unscrew the leg unit from the 2B. Because you can't dislocate a knee because she doesn't have knees. Instead, you just got to unscrew her entire leg. I assume it comes off in one piece. Oh, drop kick avoided by 2B. Just altered the trajectory just a little bit. But Tough fighting back with a airplane spin of a Hurricane Rana. And grabbing...
I feel like her leg is probably in like a few bits. Because like her knees move and shit. So I feel like her knee must be
Tough
unscrewed.
Tough has locked in the Bandit Crab. This is how she's put away. This is how she dominated her title run. 2B though. Again, maybe you're right with the what's the word? Articulation of those robotic legs. It's harder to get a submission victory off her. But the 450 splash cover from Tough. Wow, and Tough getting the first 3 points of the tournament.
What did I tell you? I'm always right.
Here's your winner, Tough Bei Fong. So Tough Bei Fong taking the first 3 points of the Wrestling is Silly World Series. 2B sadly walking away from that with 0 points. That sets the stage for the gold block moving forward. And next week we will have gold block and black block action. You do not want to go anywhere for this. This is going to be an incredible month and a half for women's wrestling here at Wrestling is Silly. That brings us to the end of the show. If you have enjoyed the show, please do a few things that might help. Following is free. Telling your friends is free. Telling your friends is also the best way to bring in new viewers, because the algorithm fucking hates this show because it doesn't know what to do with it, because neither does anybody else. But if you walk up to someone and say, hey, I watched this Twitch show last night where a cosmic space chicken beat up Luigi, and the Burger King also, and then Toph from Avatar. You know Avatar, the new Netflix Avatar's out. It's not very good, but it's out. You know Toph from that. She beat up you know the booby butty android from that game from like a billion years ago. They were in the main event. It was really fucking good. They'll look at you like you just shat on their shoes, but they know about the show now.
Taro so happy by calling her the booby butt android.
The booby butt android.
He would love that. That's probably what he. That's probably why she called 2B.
Yeah, boobs and butt. That's what the 2B stands for.
Yeah.
But yeah, telling your friends about the show is the best way to help out, and it will always get a raised eyebrow, and maybe they'll come check it out because it's a fun time. If you've got a little bit of spare cash, you can subscribe if you want emotes. But if you don't mind about not having the emotes, I would prefer that if you took that $5 and went over to Ko-fi.com/wrestlingissilly, you can pledge that $5 to our monthly membership program that we have over there, where you can get various perks, including discounts on merch in the Ko-fi store, shout outs, big shout out to Ayakara and the rest of the VR chat watch parties. Thank you for supporting everything we do here at Wrestling is Silly. You can also book title matches. You can be on Wrestling is Silly if you want to run out and help your favorite wrestler or be in a tag match with your favorite wrestler. You can sponsor the ring mat and have the logo of, I don't know, your profile picture, your Discord server, your YouTube channel, your podcast artwork on the ring mat at the higher tiers. Every single penny helps out the show. We use it to pay for voice actors, pay for editors, to make shorts, to try and share the show further. And if we hit £100 a month, we will start Wrestling is Silly Punchline, a brand new Wrestling is Silly show on YouTube, where there'll be extra matches, recaps of ongoing feuds, lots and lots of 20-minute long tangents that you love at the beginning of the show. That will
not if it's an hour-long fucking show. We won't.
It'll be an hour of wrestling
20,
content.
20 minutes.
An hour of wrestling
20
content.
minutes of an hour show.
An hour of wrestling content.
Do you even hear yourself?
An hour of wrestling content plus maybe
that.
a tangent or two. That's bonus info for the YouTube channel.
I think we should. Do you know what? Scrap the YouTube show. If we get to 100, we'll start a wrap-up podcast where I just chat shit for an hour, and then I'll do like, someone wants some matches, probably.
If you want to encourage our tangenting, please you can donate to the Ko-fi and make sure that you specify your money is going towards tangenting.
Yeah.
Also, if you want to help us out there, !Ko-fi in the chat for that, or it can not work. I suppose.
Yeah. Why would it work?
Why would it work? You know why?
Not work?
Why would it work when it could not work?
Yeah. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start a rival Ko-fi for tangents.
Wrestling is tangents.
Yeah.
And also, come join us on our Discord server. We're bringing back the Bookington Arms monthly pub quiz over there. We did the last one last week. It was really fun, and Zach won that one.
Yeah, I know. It kind of looks a bit fixed.
But if you think you can outsmart Zach, who thinks he's stupid and then wins the pub quiz, I mean, make it.
Yeah,
make it make sense.
only win the pub quiz because I know what kind of arsehole you are when you come up with the questions.
But we'll come down to the Discord server, !Discord in the chat for that, but that ain't going to work either, let's be honest. Bam, told you. But yes, thank you for being a part of Wrestling is Silly. Thank you for coming and joining us on the Wednesday 2, the sequel to Wednesday that normal people call Thursday. Let's do a raid. Shall we do a raid?
I mean, you've never asked me before. I don't know why you've started now.
The answer is yes. We're always going to do a raid.
Yeah. Cool.
And we've got choices. I'm bringing you choices.
Excellent. I love choices.
Rue is playing Splatoon.
Okay.
Tiny T is playing Uncharted 4.
Okay.
Which one do we raid into?
I'm going to be honest. I've got no emotion attachment to either of those games, but I do sell Inkling. Yeah, cool. I always want to call them Squidlings, and like I get corrected every time, and I like proper, like, you know, when your gran calls everything a Nintendo moment. Like, it's like, do you like the Squidlings from that famous game? So yeah, I feel like we should probably raid it to Rue. And also I'll shit talk the Flippy Shoe division, so I owe him an apology anyway.
So let's go right into Rue and Storm Lunatic, who has been a co-host on the show, are playing the new Splatoon 3 DLC. Let's go say hello to them. There's a link to the Discord server. Thank you, Bot Buccaneer. Speaking of our Splatoon pins, buy them at nerdyqueer.com, where you can also soon get some Yakuza pins as well.
Yeah, that'll be fun. They're in production. Love them.
Love them indeed. But yeah, thanks for coming.
I will make the whole world love that series. If
You will.
it fucking kills me, I will.
And Buccaneer, Buckafar, wherever the fuck you are, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. We'll catch you on the next episode of Wrestling is Silly, which will hopefully be back on a Wednesday. And until then, love you, bye.
Bye.